subscribe to either me or her. Hello, do it now, I'll give you a second. While I'm here in Chicago visiting her, we're going to do the one-line challenge.
Or first line?
First line challenge? First
Whatever.
line challenge. The game. The thing where these are Natalie's fabulous bookshelves.
And this is Natalie Blind.
And I'm going to choose a random book from her red shelf and read her the first line. So the goal is to get as many points as possible. If she gets it on the first line, it's worth 3 points. Second line is worth 2. Third line is worth 1. And then if she doesn't get any of them, I can go to the last line at the end of the book and she'll get a half a point if she gets it.
Is this Loosey Goosey? Or no, that's
Got
Loosey Goosey. Like,
Okay, are we ready?
I guess.
Here we go. I'm already giving you clues because you can hear the paper moving.
Because paper sounds different.
Yes, it does. Paper sounds different. Just like humans can hear the difference between hot and cold water.
Well, you got your degree. I don't. I don't think about paper like that.
If there's a name, I'm going to blank out the name. Interesting.
Okay.
Blank closed his eyes as he bent over the bow and willed himself not to vomit.
Oh, is that In Deeper Water?
Yes!
I read that recently.
Okay.
So that's why I'm like, oh, a vomity boy? That has to be my baby. That I read recently.
Round 2. I'm showing it to the camera.
Okay.
What am I doing here? I mutter, jumping when something hoots back from the oppressive darkness.
Who's back? I feel like maybe I know, but I don't want to say it, so I'd rather just take another point.
Okay, next line. The light from my flashlight doesn't give me near enough illumination, only hitting the surrounding trees and leaving long, creep-inducing shadows.
All right, so the route my brain was going is not flashlight, corners, light. I have no idea. What is it?
You want to go to the third line?
Let's go to the third line.
Okay, third line says, leaves crunch under the snow boots I pulled out from their spot under my bed and only use when I make my annual trips back home for Christmas.
That gave me a little something, but it's gonna be wrong. But I'm gonna say it just to have a guess for the people.
Okay, do it for the gram. What is it?
Elatsue?
No.
I knew it wasn't gonna be that.
No. Do you want to go to the last sentence?
I guess give me the last sentence.
Okay. The last sentence is, I can't deny you anything, I say, and rest my forehead against hers. So glad that she'd crashed my date years ago.
Crashed my date. It's giving romance, but I don't know. I guess I'm getting 0 because I don't know. What is this? Oh, okay. Now the flashlight makes so much sense.
Does it? Because I've never read this one.
Yes, yes, it does. I think, yeah, okay. Exactly. That's why it's crashing a date, because I'm pretty sure she's supposed to be meeting up with someone else and he's waiting for someone else.
Okay.
But they end up, if I'm remembering right, stumbling across each other.
Okay.
And so that's why it's like she crashed his date or whatever.
Okay.
And it was like middle of the night kind of thing,
right?
Or at least nighttime. Maybe not middle of the night, but nighttime. Yeah, I was not gonna get that.
Yes, I win. Okay.
Okay, I cover.
Okay, here we go.
Love Lillian Lark, but I don't read Lillian Lark like that.
Here we go, I'm showing the camera. First line. Oh, that gives it away.
You can pick a different one then, but read it anyway so I can be like, okay.
I bet you're gonna know this one. The two would be jade thieves sweated in the kitchen of the Twice Lucky restaurant.
Well, of course.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
choosing another one. Okay.
That's it?
No. This is a great
No, I was about to be like, no, you mean you grabbed a book that just first sentence, period. Okay. Punto.
No. This is a great first line. Now I need to read this.
Okay, give it to
It
me.
says, they say your life flashes before your eyes just before you die. But let me make something perfectly clear. Whoever's in charge of that clip better not include a single fucking shot of blank or I'm pressing charges.
That sounds fire. I'm trying to remember, because I'm trying to think. I'm going to say this, but I don't think it starts that sassy, which is they both die at the end.
No.
Okay, I thought it wouldn't be. Okay, but let me hear that first line still again.
Okay. They say your life flashes before your eyes just before you die. But let me make something perfectly clear. Whoever's in charge of that clip better not include a single fucking shot of blank or I'm pressing charges.
I have impeccable taste even though I don't know what this is. Okay, give me the next line.
Okay, let me see if I need to blank anything out. Okay. It's already bad enough having to look up at him from the soccer field. Grass stains so deep into my clothes, I'll have to spend the next week getting them out.
I'm thinking 1,500 miles from the sun.
No.
So then, who else do I have in here with soccer? Read those two lines again.
They say your life flashes before your eyes just before you die. But let me make something perfectly clear. Whoever's in charge of that clip better not include a single fucking shot of blank or I'm pressing charges. It's already bad enough having to look up at him from the soccer field. Grass stains so deep into my clothes, I'll have to spend the next week getting them out.
What the hell? Next line.
He's got that goofy grin on his face as he stammers out an apology, like he doesn't run me over every other practice.
I feel like I'm gonna feel like a dum-dum once it's revealed because I'm like, again, soccer. I guess we're going last line. Whatever.
Okay. Last line, here we go.
I'm losing big, but that's okay. Again, this is a huge self. I know there's a bunch of stuff I'm not going to remember.
Okay, last line. Well, I guess I can't even remember why I was so eager to get out of Vermont when everyone I love is right here.
I have no clue.
I give up?
Yes, I give up.
Okay.
I don't know. What is this? Oh! Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. When I think of that one, I don't think about soccer at all.
Understandable.
I think of the rival, like, I think their families both have, like, coffee shop things. That's what I think of when I think of this book. I think I deleted everything that has to do with soccer. With that one. I'm like, but I was feeling something. But I was like, I don't know. I was not gonna say Emery Lee. Anything
That's
by
okay.
Emery Lee. I was not going to.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
When my bisabuela first came to this country, the most valuable thing she carried with her was something only she could see.
What is this called? I think I might know. I'm going fully confidence, even though I shouldn't. The Inheritance of Orquídea Divina?
No.
Okay. When my bisabuela came to this country, oh, this could also be one of my college books. Potentially. I don't know. When my bisabuela came into this country, she what?
The most valuable thing she carried with her was something only she could see.
Hit me. Next line.
Let's see. It says, the rest was worth almost nothing.
Awesome.
Fire. Giving you nothing.
Giving nothing.
This next line's not going to be much more helpful.
I'm sure it's not going to be. So that's why I'm trying to run a list in my head. I'm like, this is what I get for having so many Latino authors. I'm like, this could be 5 million different authors.
What a good problem to have.
I guess next line. Okay. That's not gonna help me, but whatever.
The varnished tin of her favorite necklace.
Gracias.
Do you want me to read it all together?
I guess.
Okay. When my bisabuela first came to this country, the most valuable thing she carried with her was something only she could see. The rest was worth almost nothing. The varnished tin of her favorite necklace.
I guess last line.
Okay, last line. It says, we learn the ways that broken things can catch the light.
I don't think it's going to be this, but I guess I'll throw out another guess.
Mm-hmm.
The Mirror Season?
Yeah!
Oh! I think it was mostly the last line with the shards. Mm-hmm. That's what made me think this, because there is some scene with like shards of glass or whatever. So I'm like, okay, probably the Mirror Season.
Good job.
For the grand sum of half a point.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Showing the camera. Line 1. An engorged yellow moon painted the sky a sickly amber hue, illuminating a solitary figure.
I feel like this is ringing so many bells. And I'm like, an engorged
yellow moon painted the sky a sickly amber hue, illuminating a solitary figure.
I guess next line.
Okie dokie. A woman standing between 2 sycamore trees.
A woman. See, that takes me away from what I was originally thinking.
Okay.
A woman standing between 2 sycamore trees.
Mm-hmm.
Next
line. It had rained and the earth was slippery as... Huh? Oh, I see. It had rained and the earth was slippery as, breathing with difficulty, she ventured toward the cabin.
What?
Do you want me to read it all together?
I guess.
Okay. An engorged yellow moon painted the sky a sickly amber hue, illuminating a solitary figure, a woman standing between 2 sycamore trees. It had rained and the earth was slippery as, breathing with difficulty, she ventured toward the cabin.
I have no idea. Hit me with the last line, because
Okay.
I truly am like, I don't know what this is.
She laced her hand with his, and they crossed the street in a hurry, laughing and telling the man to wait 1 second for them.
The man? Am I gonna be pissed about this?
Yes.
Oh, bye. I'm thrilled about that, because my brain is giving me nothing. I don't think it ends like that. I'm gonna start throwing titles out there.
Titles.
Okay, Silver Nitrate.
Yes!
Okay!
It took a minute.
What man are they?
I don't know.
What man is here? I don't even know what man they're going to. What man are they asking to stop? Because she's already holding his hand, Tristan's hand. So, who the hell is the man?
Okay.
Wow.
We have a grand total of
4 points. No puedo.
Okay.
No puedo.
We trade off.
It was literally at the end that I was like, silver nitrate is the best I got. Because I did feel like, I'm like, something about the engorged yellow. I'm like, that is giving, it's tickling my brain. It's tickling my brain. I can't remember.
My turn.
Now I have to think hard to be like, what the hell's on my shelves?
Well, I'm pretty sure there's a couple things there, but I also have a bad memory, so I have the memory of a goldfish.
Because I feel like the things that are the most memorable that I know she's read, I'm like, I feel like those might have very distinctive lines that you might know immediately. But I don't know. Because I also don't go out of my way to remember the first line of books, except for the ones I've read like 5 million times. That's why she was actually forbidden from including 2 authors.
Yes.
In this video, because I was like, I know. I know.
Easy.
Okay, so no.
Okay.
All right, put those on while I
Okey-dokey.
guess I'll decide what we're doing. The book. Let's see if I regret this. The message sat unanswered.
The message sat unanswered. Is it a sci-fi?
Girl, I'm not giving clues.
Oh, that's true. You're not giving. I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to myself.
You didn't give me any clues.
Message. Okay, give me the second line.
Blank tapped from blank's hanging text thread to the brief obituary that had run in the local paper.
Huh?
I can read it again. You need me to read it again?
Yes, please.
Blank tapped from blank's hanging text thread to the brief obituary that had run in the local paper.
I feel like it has to be a sci-fi because there's a hanging text thread. And that doesn't sound like the way I would describe anything. Bro. Okay, give me the second line. The third line.
Okay. Blank, recent graduate of Ohio State University.
Ohio! Okay.
Is survived by adoptive parents, blank, and a sibling, blank, as well as close friends and colleagues.
Long Way to a Smaller Planet?
No.
So I'm thinking about, I remember the main character, like she was running away from things and like she had some daddy problems. But no, she was from Mars, so that didn't make any sense. Okay.
You want me to read it all together?
Yes, please.
Okay. The message sat unanswered. Blank tapped from blank's hanging text thread to the brief obituary that had run in the local paper. Blank, recent graduate of Ohio State University, is survived by adoptive parents, blank, and sibling, blank, as well as close friends and colleagues.
Give me the last line.
All right. Blank followed after him under the fog yellow glow of streetlights on the heels of their pack.
The animal? Okay, it's not a sci-fi. It's not a sci-fi. Someone who shapeshifts? It's a romance. I have no idea. I really have no idea. I'm gonna be mad. Am I gonna be mad about this?
There is some likelihood.
Okay.
But I don't think as mad as maybe if I picked something else.
No! You know what?
That's why I was like, think about it. An obituary. I was even like, once it said obituary, I was like, shit. The next line maybe with the recent graduate of Ohio State, survived by the adoptive parents.
Oh no.
I don't know, but that's what I went with. So.
No points. That was a good pick. All right. Okay. I go back.
Oh man.
What do you mean?
Because it wouldn't help you too much. I thought probably it would.
Okay, can you blank things? Like, is there a name or something?
I think I'm gonna blank one thing that, even though it's not a name, I feel like could probably very easily give it away.
Okay.
The headline for blank would be blank man killed in dispute outside bar.
Certain Dark Things?
No.
Give me the next line.
That's one way to say it.
The hell? What?
It's giving nothing. That other line is giving nothing. The first one, I think, would give more.
Whoever was not killed in a dispute outside of a bar. It's trying to be covered up as something else than what it really is.
Want me to read both sentences?
Yes, please.
Okay. The headline for blank would be blank man killed in dispute outside bar. That's one way to say it.
Third line.
Blank had hired on with a drilling crew over in North Dakota.
A drilling crew in North Dakota. Okay, hold on. The Only Good Indians.
Yes.
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 Okay,
Yes.
that was a good one.
But I was like, I'm not gonna say Indian man killed in dispute. I'm like, that gives everything.
Wait, that was a good one.
Okay. England in winter, darkness, bitter cold, and rain.
I mean, that sounds like England on a normal day. England. Can I say it again?
England in winter, darkness, bitter cold, and rain.
Second line.
Blank shivers from the frigid damp.
That doesn't help me. Okay.
Next line.
Uh-huh.
Everything about the situation is miserable.
I mean, duh. Last line. I have no clue.
Is that really the last line? So it would seem.
Yes, give me nothing. The hell am I supposed to do with that?
So it would seem.
Bro.
Because the little bit before, I could give it to you for free. But it's not really going to help you.
I'm already going to get no points. What was the previous one?
The little thing before is, concern is etched in his forehead. So it would seem.
I have no clue. I'm so mad. You know what? Okay, maybe I'm going to give myself a pass. Because in my brain, this entire series takes place in Japan.
I know.
I forgot.
Same.
I forgot.
But no. Shit.
Well. Okay, I guess.
Collecting garbage sharpens the senses.
Oh, that's that's actually a really good first line. Collecting garbage. Who is a hoarder?
Who have I read that is a hoarder?
Second line.
It allows us to notice what others do not see.
Is this certain dark things?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yes.
I forgot. So yes, because in the beginning.
It's with Domingo.
Yes.
Yeah. So okay, 2 points.
He was baby, and then he's still baby, but traumatized baby.
The blank showed up just after midnight.
Mapping the interior.
No.
Second line.
As they do.
I mean, right on schedule. Is this an anthology?
No. Girl, I wouldn't do that to you.
I would.
Slander! Slander!
Third line.
Blank was awake when it came.
Okay, it's definitely a horror. I can see the cover in my mind, but I could be wrong about this. It's thin. It's not thick, right? You're not giving me any hints. Why am I asking you?
I'm not saying anything.
Don't say anything. Last line.
And by doing so, he could finally let her go.
I don't know. I give up. Yo, I forgot I read that.
I was pretty sure you had.
I did.
But I knew it would be tricky.
That was a good choice.
But I couldn't say first line fully because it's straight up the monster showed up.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
like, I'm not saying the
No,
monster showed up.
I would have totally gotten that if you said the monster. Okay.
So
That's a good one. That's a really good one. Okay.
So
I fail. You win! Yay! That was the first line challenge. Definitely subscribe to Natalie if you're not. And support my channel through my Patreon and coffee and all that stuff. Anyway, see you later. Bye!
What you making, Mr. Wonka? Mr. Wonka worked the factory.
In your wildest dreams, you put out the legend.